You're at the party. The room is loud and warm and full. People are laughing on the couch, somebody's telling a story, a drink is in your hand, and you're smiling in all the right places. And underneath it all, in the very center of your chest, there is a cold, hollow ache that will not go away. You are surrounded by people, and you have never felt more alone in your life. It makes no sense, and that's what makes it hurt worse. You can be at a dinner with friends, in a meeting full of coworkers, even lying next to someone you love, and feel a pane of glass slide down between you and everyone else. You can hear them, but you can't quite reach them, and they can't quite reach you. And there's a special cruelty to this kind of loneliness, because at least when you're alone at home, the loneliness makes sense. In a crowd, it feels like a verdict, like proof that something is wrong with you specifically, that everyone else got the instructions for how to belong, and you were absent that day. And you've heard the advice, just put yourself out there, get out more. You're not alone. Look how many people are around you. And every time, some part of you wants to go quiet, because being told to add more people to a room that's already full completely misses what's actually happening. So here's the first thing I need you to hear. Loneliness in a crowd is not a sign that you're broken, or unlikable, or beyond help. What you're feeling is a specific, predictable process with a real cause, and it's measuring something very different from what you think. Today, we're going to unpack why a room full of people can be the loneliest place on earth, and how you find your way back to being truly seen. Welcome in. I'm Sage. Let's get started. Let's start with the foundation everything rests on, because once you get this, the whole strange experience clicks into place. Loneliness was never about how many people are near you. It's about the gap between the connection you have and the connection you need. It's not measuring bodies in a room. It's measuring whether anyone in that room actually knows you. And that's why you can be surrounded and starving at the same time. Because being near people and being connected to them are two completely different things, and your brain can tell the difference even when you can't explain it. So what's going on inside your head when the glass wall comes down? Deep in your brain, there's a network that switches on the moment you stop focusing hard on a task, called the default mode network. It's your self-reflection engine, the part that narrates your inner world. When in a crowd where you feel unseen, it doesn't quiet down, it turns inward and starts commentating. Do I belong here? Do they even want me here? Why does everyone else look so comfortable? So while your body is in the group, your attention gets pulled out of the room and into your own head, and you end up watching the party from behind your own eyes, like it's happening on a screen. And there's an alarm running underneath it. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detector, treats social rejection as a genuine danger, because for most of human history, being cast out of the group meant death. We are pack animals, wired to need belonging the way we need food and water. So when you're in a group but not feeling connected to it, your amygdala reads that as a threat. You're near the tribe but not held by it, and it floods you with a low, humming unease. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational part, knows these are nice people who wish you no harm, but the alarm is older and louder, and it insists that something here is not safe. That cold feeling in your chest isn't weakness. It's your nervous system telling you a core need is going unmet, right in the middle of the crowd. But here's the part that changes everything. This ache, and the walls that come with it, are not a defect you were born with. For a lot of people who feel lonely in company, it's something you learned a long time ago as a way to stay safe. Look back for a moment. Did you grow up somewhere that being fully yourself didn't feel safe, where the real you got criticized, dismissed, or simply overlooked. Maybe you learned that showing your true feelings led to being shut down, so you started hiding them, presenting a version of yourself that was easier for others to accept. Maybe love in your home felt conditional, earned by being pleasant and low maintenance, so you learned to perform the acceptable version and lock the real one away. A child who learns that being known is dangerous does a very smart thing. They build a mask, and they get so good at wearing it that they forget they have it on. Their nervous system decides that hiding is how you stay loved, and that decision followed you into every room since. There's a researcher who spent his whole career on this, John Cacioppo at the University of Chicago, often called the founding father of loneliness science. He discovered something that should lift a weight off your shoulders. Loneliness, he found, is not a character flaw or a sign you're unwanted. It's a biological signal, like hunger or thirst. Hunger says your body needs food. Loneliness says your soul needs connection. And Cacioppo found something else. That chronic loneliness quietly rewires you to expect rejection, making you hypervigilant, scanning every face for signs you're not wanted, so that you pull back before anyone can push you away. Your loneliness was never proof that no one wants you. It's an old alarm doing exactly what it learned to do. So when that alarm goes off in a crowded room, how does it actually show up? Let's break it down, one pattern at a time. Pattern 1, the mask. You're with people, but you're performing, saying the expected thing, laughing on cue, keeping the real thoughts tucked away. And here's the trap you can't feel from the inside. Any warmth that comes back lands on the mask, not on you. So even when people are being kind, it can't reach you, because they're being kind to a version of you that isn't real. You can be the most liked person in the room and still feel starving, because the person they like isn't the one who's hungry. Pattern 2, the highlight reel. You look around, and everyone else seems effortlessly connected. Easy laughter, inside jokes, a belonging that comes naturally to them and not to you. So you measure your awkward, aching insides against their polished outsides and conclude you're the only one who feels this way. But you're comparing your private truth to their public surface. Half the people in that room are wearing the exact same mask you are, feeling the exact same glass wall, certain they're the only lonely one. It's a room full of people, all convinced they're the only outsider. Pattern 3, the threat scanner. Because of that old alarm, your mind hunts the room for evidence you're not wanted, and it always finds it. A neutral glance becomes a snub. A conversation that moves on without you becomes proof. Someone doesn't include you in a plan, and it confirms everything. You're not seeing the room as it is. You're seeing it through a filter set to detect rejection. And a filter like that never comes back empty. It feels like you're reading the room. You're actually just reading your own fear. Pattern 4, the self-fulfilling wall. Here's the cruelest loop of all. Because you feel unsafe, you hold back, you stay quiet, you don't reach out, you brace for the rejection you're already expecting. But that self-protection reads to everyone else as distance, or disinterest, or coldness, so they step back too, and your brain takes their stepping back as proof you were right to withdraw. So loneliness builds the very walls that keep connection out, all in the name of keeping you safe. You end up holding the door shut and aching at how closed it is. And underneath all of it is the engine that runs the whole machine. The belief that if people saw the real you, they'd leave. So you hide to protect the connection, never seeing the impossible bind you've created, that you're asking to be accepted while refusing to be seen. But a loved mask leaves you lonelier than no love at all, because deep down you know it isn't you they're accepting. The hiding was never keeping you safe. It was keeping you alone, very carefully, on purpose. And once you see that the loneliness in the crowd is not a verdict on your worth, but an old alarm and a well-built mask, everything changes. Because you don't cure this by finding more people. If more people were the answer, the crowd would have fixed it. You cure it by letting a little of the real you out. So here's how to begin this week. Tip 1. Trade volume for depth just once. You don't need more conversations. You need one real one. So this week, in a single interaction, go one honest layer deeper than you normally would. Instead of, "I'm good," you say one true thing. That you've been a little overwhelmed lately. That you loved something. That you've been thinking about something real. One genuine exchange does more for loneliness than 100 rounds of small talk. Because connection is built in the moments of realness, not in the number of hellos. Pick one person and let one conversation actually matter. Tip 2. Lower the mask by an inch. This is the brave one, and it's the true cure. You don't have to tear the mask off in front of everyone. Just let one real thought, one real feeling, one small true piece of you show to one safe person. Yes, it risks something. That's exactly why it works. Because every real connection you've ever had began the moment someone let themselves be seen. Warmth can only reach the parts of you that you actually let show. Being known is not the reward for connection. It's the price of it, and it's a price worth paying. Tip 3. When you feel the pull to withdraw, do the opposite. Remember, your loneliness lies. It tells you you're unwanted, and then makes you pull back on the strength of that lie. So when you catch the urge to go quiet, to not send the text, to assume you're not welcome, recognize that as the loop, and gently do the opposite. Reach out anyway. Ask the question. Extend the small invitation. You are almost certainly more wanted than the ache lets you feel, and someone near you is very likely feeling the exact same thing, waiting, just like you, for anyone to reach first. Be the one who reaches. Tip 4. Name the spotlight and let the room off the hook. When your threat scanner flares, when a glance or a pause feels like rejection, stop and ask, do I actually know that? Or did my fear write it? Because your fear wrote it, nearly every time. Half that room is too busy managing their own insecurity to be judging yours. Naming the scanner out loud, that's the old alarm, not the truth. Loosens its grip just enough to let you stay in the room instead of disappearing behind the glass. Think of that lonely part of you like a person standing at a window during a warm party, watching everyone inside, certain there's no place for them out in the cold. What they can't see is that the window is a door, and it was never locked. They built the wall themselves, brick by careful brick, every time they hid, every time they withdrew, every time they believed the ache instead of the invitation. Your job isn't to find a different party. It's to walk up to that person at the window, take their hand, and show them the truth, that the door opens from their side, and it always has. So the next time you're in a room full of people, and that hollow distance opens up in your chest, don't take it as proof that something's wrong with you. Recognize what it really is. Not a verdict, but a signal that the connection around you has gone shallow, or that the real you has been hiding behind the mask again. The cure was never more people, it's more realness. Let one person a little further in. Say one true thing. Reach first. You were built for deep connection, and that ache you feel is simply that need, calling you home. Before you go, I'm genuinely curious. When was the last time you felt lonely in a room full of people? And what do you think the mask you wear is protecting? Tell me in the comments. Someone scrolling past is standing behind the exact same glass right now, and it helps more than you know to realize you're not alone in feeling alone. If any part of this made you feel a little more seen, leave a like so it reaches more people who need it, and subscribe, because every week we take one of these quiet, human struggles and make it make sense. I'm Sage. Take care of yourself and let someone in this week.